Good morning, everyone. Mal Williams here at the world headquarters of Marathon Coach. It's my honor this morning to show you the latest from Marathon, the best luxury converter in the world. This is Marathon Coach number 1303. It's an H3 double slide. Let's go check it out. All right, and so here we are inside the salon of 1303 on the passenger side, also known as the curbside. You've got a beautiful two-chair setup with a side table. Now, our side tables here at Marathon are quite versatile. They've got two drawers in this floor plan and a little side table that you can pull out, which extends off of the table surface. Two very comfortable chairs. I love the fabric that was selected for in here. This is a embossed leather. And what I want to show you while we're looking at this leather, everybody, is look at the floor. After you look, it's almost the same style of fabric. This is the first time that Alan Christensen, our head of design, has used this actual print in a coach. So what you're going to see is you're going to see it throughout the coach, not just on the fabrics, on the floor, but in some of the decor. It's actually a very cool idea. It is leather, but it is a pattern that Alan has been working on for quite a while, and he wanted to integrate it into a coach, and so 1303 is the one that he got. And when we walk through this coach, you're going to see that it's quite contemporary. I like to say that it's contemporary modern, but it's got great colors. As you see over here on the side, on the driver's side, it's got this fantastic jackknife sofa in black and gray. It's kind of a grayish taupe, but this is fabric here and this is leather here, and if you look, it extends all the way into the dinette. So here we are over on the driver's side of the coach. A fireplace. Everyone who has a Marathon coach has the opportunity to put a fireplace in their salon, and there is an electric fireplace that adds great ambiance into the salon. It's right there. You can have it on just from a lighting standpoint, or you can have it on from an electric heat. It actually heats up the coach very well. Speaking of heating up the coach, this entire floor here, all this tile work you see behind me going all the way into the bedroom, heated floors, also very important to add to, you know, a luxury home. If you want to look over here on the side, Chris, you've got a beautiful integrated TV on the salon slide out. There's also a TV that comes down over the cockpit, but you've got this one over here so that when you are in motion and the slides are in, you've got this TV here so you can watch TV when you're in motion. Great decor. Here we are in the slide out on the driver's side, and I want to show you kind of what we have for our Crestron system. Now, on the iPad, there's 3 iPads on board, plus you can have your phone integrated into this situation. Everything is controlled right here on this iPad. And whether you're outside, you're in the bedroom, or you're up here in the salon cockpit, you've got one of these right here on your hands. Now, from your air conditioning, to your lighting, to your shades, to your music, your televisions, everything is controlled by the iPad. However, there are so many different features that are integrated into our new ambient intelligence that I can tell the Echo product that we have involved here, I can tell her to close the shades or open the shades. I can tell her several different features. As you see, the shades in the salon here on the driver's side, they're up all the way. But if I say, Echo trigger, close the shades, what she's going to do is she's going to send that up to the cloud, and the cloud's going to come back and say, okay, you want the shades down, there they go. So as you can see, all throughout the salon, all throughout the cockpit, all of the shades go down. Why do you need that? A good question, and here's the answer. It's convenient. Let's say you wake up in the morning and if you're ready to go out and get your morning coffee, all your shades are down, and you want to open up your coach and get some natural light in, all you have to do is say, Echo trigger, open the shades.
Sending that to IFT.
She sends that to whoever she needs, her people. She sends that to her people, and her people come back to the coach and lift the shades. I love this aspect of Marathon's R&D system. They've been going through the R&D phase of the ambient intelligence for over 2 years, not rushing it to market. and it's actually ready. So for the last about 10 coaches, it's had the ambient intelligence. Here we are in 1303. As you see, it works very well, and I only showed you one aspect. There are over 50 commands that can be controlled with your voice on a Marathon coach, just like that. Let's move into the Galley. Love the countertops that Alan Christensen selected on the Galley. And one thing you're going to see that I personally like throughout this coach are all of the drawer pulls, and this faucet has this really nice machined modern feel to it. As you can see, this pull right here, it's very contemporary modern. I also like that there is a two-tone feel to this coach. Marathon is a custom builder, so whatever the customer wants, you can come in and you can select any fabric and all that. But in this coach, it was selected to be a two-tone feel. What does that mean? You've got one laminate on the wall and you've got one laminate on your cabinetry. It really breaks it up and it doesn't create all one color throughout. Some people prefer that one color, and we do a lot of coaches like that, but the two-tone of the laminate, whether it be walls and cabinetry, has really become popular lately. One of the neatest features that I can show you is this hidden appliance center. You've probably seen it before if you watch Marathon Mondays with Mal. That's a little plug for my show. This is really cool. This is something that we do in-house. This is a wood carving that was made specifically for 1303, designed by our artists in-house and Alan Christensen, and it's the motif that goes with this coach. Now, everything in a Marathon as far as appliances should and is behind cabinetry. What does that mean? Just like in a luxury home, behind cabinetry. There's your microwave oven, okay? Your dish drawer, right there, behind cabinetry. Well done. Of course, your burner tops are right here, and then your refrigerator is right here. Freezer at the bottom. Now, we take it 3 more appliances up for a total of 7 in this coach. If I hit this button right here, or I tell the coach to do so, this door is going to open to reveal the hidden appliance center, or the kitchen dream center as it is called. Above, you've got adequate storage and music to go along with it. You've got the best espresso coffee machine I've ever experienced. That's the Miele or the Mila, whichever you want to say is up to you. I think it's Miele, but it's okay. Anyway, the best espresso I've ever had came out of Coach 1291, which was one of the first to have this. Those owners make a great coffee out of this machine. Second, this is a steam oven, you guys. However, it's also a convection oven. It has steam technology plumbed in and convection oven. So you want to bake cookies, or you also want to sanitize your towels, you can do it right there in that oven. Now, one of the most aesthetically pleasing appliances that we put in here, it's a wine cooler. It doesn't have to just be for wine, but as you see, there's staged wine in there. I think I saw Pete putting some wine in here earlier, Pete Sutton from our marketing team here at Marathon. All you got to do is close that up. You can put bottles in there, whether it be Pellegrino or it be wine like we have in there. It's really nice. I love the hidden appliance center, or the kitchen dream center, and you don't even know it's there. It's behind a wall. So just with the push of a button, the art door will close and the appliances are now hidden. And from a standpoint of being in a 45-foot coach that is 13 feet 4 inches tall, you want everything to have its own proper place. And that's what these appliances do. When you need them, they're there. When you don't, you've got beautiful artwork and a closed featured door with backlighting, which is also cool. And check this out. When I open it, the lights go out and then it opens. So it's kind of nice that the lights are on when the door is closed. It just adds extra features to the aesthetics of this wood carving. And I'm also proud that Marathon does this wood carving now in-house. What does that mean? That means we have endless opportunities or options on what we can actually put in this art door. We can actually put someone's piece of art. We just had a customer who custom ordered a coach. He had a heirloom piece of artwork that he's putting in there, and we've also done family crest. 1291 had a family crest put on there with their initials. This one, because it's a designer choice and this coach is for sale, 1303 gets this motif. Now, I already told you about this. I'm a big fan of this. Before, when we've done your show, Chris, we showed you the refrigerator, and I believe it was a Sub-Zero. We have since gone to Fisher-Paykel. The Fisher-Paykel refrigerator is much larger and brighter than your Sub-Zero. It provides you with the extra doors, and it also has a wine or any bottle storage. Doesn't have to just be wine or beer bottles. It can also store water up there, or cans, or what have you. Freezer is below. It's a single door that looks like two from the poles and the lines, but it also has really nice mid-tier, top tier with ice machine right here. So really versatile. I'm really a big fan of the Fisher-Paykel refrigerator freezer. They also are the manufacturer that does our dish drawer, also known as our dishwasher. Let's move here into the midship. Want to show you the storage. Everybody who owns a coach, everybody who owns, whether you own a $5,000 RV or a trailer, or whether you own a $2 million bus like we're in right now, you got to have storage. Storage is so important, and utilization of space is the key to proper storage in any RV or any coach. In this bus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I can count. Sesame Street helped me with that. 6 drawers, all done in this beautiful bamboo dovetail work. And I love how we integrate the Marathon Coach logo. One of the things I'm going to show you, Chris, that a lot of people miss and a lot of people don't see is what's behind here. This is not just walled in. It's not just a painted wall. There is, it is completely lined in our engineered leather. It's an actual synthetic leather that a portion of real cowhide is integrated into it. The drawers, if you look here, have this lining in it, but all the walls are also in here. It's got a great finished look, and it's also very cleanable, and it's scratch proof, and it comes in all kinds of different colors, and as you can see, it literally matches very well the walls that were selected in 1303. Now moving into the water closet. The water closet in the midship of this coach, you got the shower on the driver's side. On the other side, which is the curb side or the patio side or the passenger side, you've got your water closet. If you take a look, very aesthetically pleasing. You've got your commode with a mirror behind it. You've got really good vanity, a large sink. A lot of RVs, a lot of coaches, they get these small sinks. That's not functional. We all know that. You got to have a sink that works, right? When you take a look at this, you're going to see it's got the right size. The water closet, beautifully set up, and there's adequate room to be in there and do what you need to do. Speaking of doing what you need to do, a shower. Very important in your coach or in your RV. And one of the things that I like about Marathon's floor plans is that none of our floor plans negotiate the size. The size is very important. You can't have a small shower. Another thing is a swing door in a Marathon would get in the way. You would always have to have your shower door closed if it was a swing door. But because it is a glass door or a pocket glass door, this coach allows us to have it open at all times, so it just adds dimension to this hallway. It's now closed, and you see how it operates quite slowly. That's because it has a self-cleaning system that's integrated. It's working right now, and you're going to see it open very slowly. That's because it's self-cleaning. Any water that is going to drip off of that from the cleaning is going to go down into there. If not, I can just pop this door open right here, and you can see right there that the water will drip down into an area where you can service it and clean it. I'm going to also step into this shower so you can see just how large it is from a guy who is 190 pounds, 6 foot. When I'm in here, there's a lot of room, and you have two different options. You've got the wand right here to be able to do your shower, or you've got the shower rain head above you, so you can either go with one or the other. You have the ability to turn the lights on and off in here, and also if this pocket door refuses to open on you or the coach loses air, there is an emergency door release. It releases all the air to all the pocket doors throughout the coach. You will never be trapped in this coach. And I like how just like over in the water closet, here is the lit feature on the back side. And our tile group, we have some of the best tilers on the West Coast. It's just a beautiful aesthetically, and it's easy to clean also. That's one thing that you want in an RV, is you don't want to spend a lot of time cleaning. You want to spend a lot of time enjoying yourself. So that's why the self-cleaning door also comes into play. So that's the beautiful shower in 1303. Right here, right on the other side of the shower, washer dryer stacking right there. And then take a look at this closet. As we move into the bedroom, we leave the heated tile and we go to a very plush carpet. A lot of people prefer to run tile throughout. If this was your coach, we could do that for you too. But in a lot of our designer choices and a lot of our owners, they prefer a plush carpet on the bedroom floor. In here, we've got a very large closet. I really am a big fan of having storage. We've talked about that. Utilization of space is important. Here's a shirt closet for you right here. In this coach, it's really set up to be able to sleep comfortably. It can sleep 3 with that jackknife sofa back up there in the salon. King size bed over here. So you want to have a lot of storage for clothing. You can see down there, there's several drawers there. There's the shirt closet. There's a very large closet here. But when it comes to above your bed, lots of storage here. Both sides open in the same fashion. I love the fact that we are still doing, in a lot of coaches, and a lot of our owners love a headboard. Some people don't want a headboard, some people do. I like a headboard because if you want to lean up, and let's remember that this whole bed is all the way down. I can articulate it up so that we would create a whole lot of room in here for not only for us to walk, but for us to actually enjoy and entertain. 55-inch TV, Samsung here above the window. You know, TVs are a funny thing. A lot of people say, why a TV in your bedroom? Some people have to have it. Me personally, I can't go without. I like to watch the news. I like to watch sports, sometimes to go to bed, what have you. So storage on either side of the TV, and a lot of storage, as you can see down there, Chris. There's a ton of storage below, and it really comes down to utilization of space. And what I mean is, take a look at the area that you have between literally the outside of the bus and the front of this cabinetry. So you want to get as much as you can, and Marathon does a very good job of integrating all of that. And as you see right here, your Blu-ray player for the bedroom is set up right there so that you don't have to go outside to access your Blu player. You don't have to go into some area else to access your Blu-ray player. You can literally change a disc if you want to right here in the bedroom. Now, because this is one of the most important aspects of a floor plan for a lot of people, is a bath and a half. So we've already shown you the full bath with the water closet and the full shower. This, behind this beautiful wall right here, is the rear water closet, or the half bath. And it really is beautiful aesthetically with all of the backsplash. It's got a commode. Our commode is covered, and here's why. We talked about having dimension to your room. Because it's a pocket door and not a swing door, you can have this room open at all times. But if you're up there, or where you're standing, Chris, the last thing you want to do is look at an open commode. You can cover it up, just like we have here, a cushion top with the very easily removed vinyl cover Everybody knows a toilet needs to be serviced and cleaned, and it's set up in a Marathon to do so. We cover it so that it's aesthetically more pleasing than looking at a bare commode, and it's very easy to clean because this piece literally comes right off, and so does the cushion top. I can sit here and do my hair, which looks like it needs to be done, or my nose. You see where I scratched myself, or someone dotted my eye? You know, I can look at myself in the mirror and say, oh, I missed that piece of hair. Also lots of storage in a Marathon rear bath. So you've got storage here, here, and over here. Good size sink. Everything is set up properly. And of course you've got storage up top here. That is the rear water closet in this floor plan. Now remember, we've got so many different floor plans, but in this one, I really like one major aspect of the rear water closet. And that is that this wall is literally on an angle, and I'm going to show you what I mean by closing this door. If it were flat, you wouldn't be able to have a rear water closet because it has to be angled so that you can comfortably get in and out and use it. It has to be functional, but the bed has to be functional too. You don't want the person that sleeps on this side to have to climb over the bed. Look at how much room is on this side, and this water closet is closed. There's a small linen cabinet. It's utilization of space. You got 6 inches? Well, let's put some storage area over here for your linens. Roll your towels, put them in there. You've got it. Plus there's a storage area over here. We call it kind of a nightstand. But here's the deal. Because this door is at an angle, you have the ability to move around and make the bed, get into the bed, or if you really choose to, you can add the extra dimension by having the door open. And it kind of opens the room up even more. I'm really a big fan of that. So the other thing I can show you back here is a good shot of our ceiling. The ceiling that was selected in this coach is very versatile. You can have these light panels turned off. You can have them as they are right now turned on. You can have the accent lighting on or the accent lighting off. You can rotate through different colors. Everything in a Marathon coach from lighting is dimmable. You can go all the way down to 25% lights just by holding the button down on the lights. So that's also true about these little sconce lights that are on each side of the bed for both people that are going to be sleeping in the bed. So that right there is kind of our bedroom. So the last thing I want to show you here in the bedroom of 1303 is articulating the bed up. Not only from an aesthetic standpoint where it creates more room over here, but a lot of people will want to sit up in their bed. So if I just hold this button down right here, you'll see the bed start to move up. It's actually moving up and in, creating over a foot more. Watch those pillows just cascade. Woo, here they come. Just like that, we'll fix this elephant and that's about it. So as you can see, it created a lot more room by putting that bed up, and it revealed that there is a large drawer, whether it be for shoes, for linens, for whatever you want to put in it, a large drawer underneath the bed. Now, granted, it's not a huge drawer, but for the most part, the bed mechanism and the slide out mechanism from Prevost is underneath this bed. So when you've got a 1.5 feet or a foot of room for a depth, you got to create a drawer, and that's utilization of space. It's just good design. Our engineering department does a really good job of thinking about what people who are out there on the road enjoying the RV lifestyle, what they're going to want. And what are they going to want? They're going to want storage. And that's it. All right, everybody. So 1303, you've seen the inside. I think it's about time we check out the outside. Let's go outside and see what's so important about the exterior of a Marathon coach. One of the things before we move out here is take a look at this door, Chris. I really like how, and you got to see it inside the salon, Alan Christensen integrated the fabric from the salon into the door so that you know what you're going to see when you go inside. And don't forget, it's also integrated into the floor. Very cool. Now, the exterior of 1303 is beautiful. I love how the red got integrated into these colors. Let's face it, Pete Sutton, head of marketing at Marathon Coach, one of the best artists I know. He designs all of our paint jobs. So take a look at that paint job. I'm a big fan of it. This is a designer choice. We do all kinds of custom coaches. In fact, I was watching Pete yesterday with a client, taking them through it, adding lines, adding features, adding ghosting. Marathon's paint department is extremely skilled. So one of the things I'm going to show you, you've been around the H3. The H3 has great storage. If I pop this open, there's a couple of bags in there because this coach is about to head out to a show. So the salesman who's going to take this, he's got his stuff ready. You've got the Zip-D folding chairs. Of course, every Marathon coach has to have one of these because you can't have someone walk into your coach without knowing that it's a Marathon. But other than that, when you're outside and you're enjoying your patio, you've got these 8-foot awnings coming out. You've got lighting across. You've got ground lighting down here. But what are you missing? You're missing a TV. But no, you're not. Everybody who's owned an RV, everyone who's owned a coach like a Marathon, all the way down to whatever you're out there on the road on, you know that your patio is very important. And one of the main aspects of a patio, don't forget it, is a TV. Beautiful TV in 1303. This is kind of a new setup for us. We're very proud of it. Our engineering and design team came up with a great design. It's got the iPad, and we talked about that inside. It's fully integrated right there, but you can take it off. You can control your awnings, your lighting, and your TV right from this iPad. It charges and sits right there. Now, the TV, it sits there. But what if I'm sitting over here, Mal, and I can't see? What if I'm sitting over there where Chris is? I can't see. The most important thing that our engineering team did is they came up with this idea where it pivots both sides and it articulates in and out, and that just adds to your aesthetics depending on where you are sitting, where you want to sit, or where you're set up at your camping area or your spot. You have the ability for this thing to come all the way out, pivot from one side to the other, and it can go drastically one way or it can go drastically the other, and that's what's important. It gives you the options. And then as you can see back here, Chris, you've got your DirecTV controls back here. They're there when you need them, but they're hidden when you don't. And that's what's really cool about this setup, because you can just have this TV plugged right in here with a beautiful sound bar. If this TV was on, you'd be able to hear some great sound coming out of this TV. So yes, like I've said before, one of my buzzwords, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of what our engineering team did on 1303, but also of what we do to integrate a 50-inch TV into the patio system here at Marathon. Now we're in the cockpit, everybody, and there's nothing like the driving experience of a Prevost chassis and the Marathon build within that Prevost chassis. I'm a big fan of everything that we do in the cockpit. I'm going to adjust that out of the way there for you. The cockpit of a Marathon coach needs to be functional and aesthetically pleasing, just like everything else in the coach. So we already know about the Prevost chassis, and if you don't, you've got to watch our videos on the Prevost chassis. They are fantastic. Always have your GPS up, so I'm going to pop that up for you. I'm a big fan of the fully integrated into the cockpit dashboard, the Garmin GPS that we put out there. I mean, when you're 13 feet, you're taller than 13 feet, you got to know where you're going. You got to know, watch out for this, watch out for that. Follow your GPS, but more importantly, make sure your GPS is updated and make sure that your GPS knows your vehicle. This one being 13 feet 6 inches tall-ish, 45 feet tall-ish, depending on what you're towing. You got to know what your GPS is doing, and your GPS has got to know what you are too. So here we are in the cockpit. Aesthetically, once again, very contemporary, very modern. Lots of taupe, lots of black. It feels and looks like gray, but it is not. It's actually a little bit of off color from that gray. This is the snack tray. This is your standard snack tray. We make many different variants of this. that add on to this. Of course, there's always going to be massage features on every Marathon coach. From the cockpit, you've got the driver's side massage features, and the passenger side has massage features also. From the Allison 6-speed transmission to the Volvo engine that's in the Prevost chassis, it's a great driving experience behind the wheel of one of these coaches. You know, and so if you've never had the opportunity to ride and or drive the Prevost chassis, and you get the opportunity, don't hesitate to take someone up on that opportunity to experience it. You have a Crestron tablet here. It's going to have all kinds of cameras to give you the ability to see all the way around your coach from a 360-degree angle. That's very important. From a safety standpoint, when you don't have someone to help guide you in, having a ground guide is very important, especially when your mirrors are adjusted properly. Don't forget that. But the cameras can really be helpful, but you got to know how to use them. And Marathon has integrated a 360 camera that really helps the driver experience when either driving forward or backing up, getting into locations that they don't have the confidence in without those cameras. Very important. So anyway, the cockpit, one of the things I can show you with the leather is we just started doing this over the last 10 coaches, integrating an embroidered logo. I think it's a nice touch. We are the best luxury converter in the history of the world, and so there's your logo. You should have it on your seats. I'm a big fan of that. So this has been a tour of 1303, the latest from Marathon Coach, an H3 double slide. It's been my honor to show it to you. It's been my honor to represent Marathon. But don't forget, go to Marathon Mondays with Mal on Facebook, go to Marathon Coach on Facebook, and Marathon's YouTube page. You can watch all kinds of videos, or you can email me at malw@marathoncoach.com. 1303, a beautiful coach. I know it's heading out to a show real soon, so hope you see it out there on the road. Take care, everybody.